Hello everybody and welcome to my 2020 Miami Dolphins game-by-game predictions 2.0. I did the first version of this about a month ago, so here we are again, and I'm going to be doing 3 of these. This is the second one, obviously. Now, to be honest with you, not many predictions I had in the last one have really changed. So for this video in specific, I'm going to make this more of how the Dolphins can get into the playoffs type of prediction, if that makes sense. It's not me necessarily saying it will happen, but just what needs to happen if we're going to make the playoffs, and I also want to make this as realistic as possible. I think that makes sense to you guys, so let's go ahead and just start. At New England, we need to get a win here, obviously. It's the first game of the season, and it's not just that, it's at New England. It's New England in general. If you can get a win here, that would really hype up the Dolphins season. And also, it's the Patriots. They win the division every single year, so if we got a win over them, that would really help our chances. Versus Buffalo, you want to win the home opener here, and I think if they're going to do that, they need to win, obviously, and I think it could happen. Buffalo is also a team that will be in the playoff hunt, so if we're going to make it there, we need to beat them as well, and I think we could do that for our home opener. At Jacksonville for Thursday Night Football, it is a short week, but it's not very far. You need to win this one. Jacksonville just shouldn't be that good of a team. You know, we would just hope that a good team can beat the Jags. Versus Seattle, you could probably take a loss here. Obviously, don't try to. But it's just an NFC team. You're in the AFC, so you could maybe take one here. At San Francisco, I'm still picking a loss because I just can't really envision them going to San Francisco and winning. But then in Week 6, when you're at Denver, you need to pick up a win there, and you definitely could do that. The Broncos and Dolphins, maybe not on paper, are the most evenly matched team, but I think quarterback could play a big factor, and obviously the Dolphins could win this game. Versus the Los Angeles Chargers, you need to win this one. It's at home, a team coming all the way from LA, and it's just the Chargers didn't have a great season last year. If you're going to make the playoffs, you need to beat teams like this. Versus the Rams, I think you need to get a win here as well. You need to show that you can beat some of the bigger teams in the league. While the Rams might not be at that top position anymore, they're still a decent threat to the NFL, so you need to win a game like this. At Arizona, probably would take a loss there. That might be a little hard to keep up with Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury. Then versus the New York Jets, I think you got to get a win here because it's the Jets, first of all, and then second, it's a divisional game. Then the bye week, and then at the New York Jets again. I think you need to go ahead and sweep them. I'm not expecting the Jets to really do, not terrible, but not great this season. So, again, it's just a divisional matchup. You need to win games like this. Versus Cincinnati, you need to win that game because it's Cincinnati. You can't lose to Cincinnati. Versus Kansas City, I can't envision the Dolphins winning this one. I think they would drop that one. But when you go versus New England, you need to keep that streak of beating the Patriots and Miami going. And I think that happens if this scenario is the case, I guess. So they would sweep the Patriots, which is huge to your divisional winning hopes, I guess. This is kind of just for the playoffs in general, but if you sweep New England, that's huge for winning the AFC East. At Las Vegas, you need to win this one too, because if you're not in division contention, you know, if one other team ran away with it or something like that, and you're in wildcard contention, the Raiders are a team that could be in position to get there. So you got to win this game. And that is 11 wins at this point. So at Buffalo, they probably would take a loss because if you already have 11 wins at this point, you probably clinched a playoff spot, at least in the AFC. So I just don't really envision them actually going up in the freezing cold in Buffalo and winning. But obviously that would be a very important game if it just turns out to be that way. I'm not doing predictions for every other team. This is just what the Dolphins I think should do. So 11-5, I think that is overall what they need if they are going to make the playoffs this year. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will catch you for the next video.